Really pleased, obviously, made quite a few changes. It was really good to see some of the guys that haven't obviously had a huge number of minutes. So, yeah, really pleased. I think, the attitude of the guys, how they applied themselves in a really difficult game. And ultimately, we said it earlier on that, winning has to be an important part of our culture. And, I think showed that tonight. I thought we showed an element of us tonight, which, like I said, wasn't the prettiest of games, but we can scrap, we can fight, we can defend set pieces and do that. And again, it's something that I think is going to be really important for us over the course of the season. So, yeah, delighted. It's how the feeling right now.
You bemoaned the lack of the cutting edge on Saturday. Mo Issa back today. It must have been good to see him starting the match.
Yeah, and I thought he looked sharp. To be fair, I think he was disappointed not to play at the weekend, not to start, which is a good thing. You want players that are hungry, that want to push, and I thought he showed some really good movement. The first goal, real high quality in terms of movement, but also then the quality with the ball. So I was really pleased to see him back, and I thought he looked really sharp throughout.
And likewise for Kasumo in midfield as well. Good minutes for him this evening.
Yeah, same. Obviously, he was feeling it. Obviously, when he came off in terms of lungs and legs, but yeah, I thought he, extremely dynamic, powerful, quick. He's going to progressively get better the more he plays. But delighted to have him back.
And another one off the MK Dons production line, left wing back, a full debut for a 17-year-old this evening as well. One for the fans to check out this evening.
Yeah, and again, it's obviously a big part of the history of the club in terms of bringing players through. So it's great for him to make a full debut. I thought he did well. I thought he showed good energy, showed good aggression. So terrific job from the academy, their staff as well, and credit to Brooke for how he played tonight.
With the fixtures as they are, where MK Dons are in League One, are you taking this competition seriously?
Yeah, I think so. I think I said it to the guys before the game. I think anything that we go into, you want to win. Do you know what I mean? I think. Obviously made changes to give people opportunity, but I thought we had a really strong team going out there tonight, and I think guys showed that as well. And I think what's really important here is we have a culture that everybody buys in. Everybody, if they're in the team, not in the team, everyone's ready to step in and ultimately give me headaches in terms of team selection. The guys did that tonight. I thought there were some really good individual performances and collectively, and it's not easy when you're not in rhythm. You haven't played together as a team like we haven't. I thought they responded to that really well. So. To get the win, I think it's important. Momentum's important. Culturally, like I keep saying, winning can become a habit, and it's something that for us is really important. So I was delighted to get that tonight.
With the international break, you've got some time now on the training ground, which must be valuable for you as a coach now at this stage of the season.
Yeah, and rest. I think rest. So when we're in, we work with real intensity. Whether it's training, whether it's video work, whether it's gym work, whether it's just conversations. I think we work with real intensity. So with the volume of games we have over the course of the season, I think it's also important to find small windows to give players a good amount of rest, so they can switch off. They can consolidate some learning when they're away from the place, and then ultimately come back in and we go hard again, ready to get play Shrewsbury.
Great stuff, thank you, Lynn.
No problem.
Makes it a habit of popping up at the right place at the right time, doesn't he? Here in Boating.
Yeah, I just joked with him there afterwards around scoring again, and very very similar to quite a few of the goals he scored, where shows real good desire, good timing, good energy to get in the box, and obviously a composed finish. So he's got that habit, which he's shown at the minute, and it's something that he needs to keep doing. It was a really good goal.
Some finish from Zach Jules as well.
Yeah. I joked with him there whether he's meant to control it or whether he's passing it in, but it was a terrific finish. To be fair, I thought if you actually look, there was a it was a work set piece. I thought there was a real good block in there to open up Zach, and then he showed real good composure to take the finish.
I think composure is probably the right word for your whole team tonight. To be honest, not really. I mean, there was a little bit of threat in the second half, but nothing really for Franco really to do.
No, and I think it's showing that composure in all moments of the game. I think it's not just with the ball. I think it's without the ball as well. And I thought we showed that tonight. I thought we showed good composure and discipline to defend set pieces. I thought we looked composed in block. It's not about pressing like crazy for 95 minutes. I thought we did that quite well. And then at times against a really difficult press, I thought we showed at times good moments to to break through that or to go over it. I thought we were unpredictable, and I thought we adapted quite well to what they did. So I was pleased with the guys. It's not an easy game. I think it's a really difficult game to step into, and I thought they stepped up and delivered.
How tough is it to step into those games when you haven't played quite as many minutes as some of the other guys in the squad?
Yeah, I think it's a real challenge, to be totally honest. I think and what's really important what we have here is that the guys that aren't playing, they do get the same amount of attention. We do sit and do clips, we do extra work with them, we do proper sessions, and I think that's really important. Not just physically but psychologically, that they're ready to step in. I think it's really important that the physical bit and managing that and keeping that at level is quite easy, but I think that that mentality and them understanding what their role is when they step in, and credit to the staff again for making sure that people understand what we're expecting and what their jobs are when they do step in. So credit to the guys, credit to the players for delivering what they did tonight. It's definitely not easy. I know that it's extremely difficult. So I was real pleased with the discipline, the focus, and at times the rhythm. There are going to be mistakes. There are going to be moments where you see at the end there's a few feeling it a little bit, but really pleased overall.
10 changes in tonight's game. Warren O'Hora, the only one that started against Doncaster and tonight. Got the captain's armband. How did you think about his performance tonight?
Yeah, really pleased with what was. I thought he showed real good composure to set the tempo of us in possession, especially first half. I thought he broke the lines into. We felt one of our tens was quite often free in terms of them trying to trap wide, and I thought he actually did that on the setback a few times quite well, where he broke lines through to Josh or to Hiram to set us off. And I think when you do that against the press, it causes real problems. So from that perspective, in possession, he showed good composure and good discipline, and then leadership and defensively, I thought he was really solid. I thought he was. Showed a real calming influence to the guys around him, which I think, when you play the middle of the three, I think you quite often set the tone. So I thought he was excellent tonight. I was really pleased with him.
Obviously a loss against Doncaster, although the team's largely different tonight, it must be a nice bit of a morale boost to get the win.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, like I say, what you don't want to do is repeatedly lose games, obviously, stating the obvious. But I think, being able to bounce back like that, whether it's, and even the people that necessarily didn't play against Doncaster will still feel it as well. We're all in it together. Everybody's fighting for the same goal here. So when we lose, everybody, staff and players, everybody feels it. So that's what's great again culturally, that we can bounce back tonight and show that show an element of resilience and response to do what we did.
Zach's goal came after a period where Wycombe won several corners and had some forward moments. Was it pleasing to see the team make the most of their foray forward and score like that?
Yeah, no, I thought yeah. I think they're really effective at how they play. I think they're going to come and cause problems, with how they play forward, run forward, and I think they do it really well. And that's what was pleasing. I thought in terms of how we dealt with it, I felt quite composed on the side watching it, and felt quite calm in terms of the positions and the discipline the guys were showing, and then just a real desire to do it. I thought they didn't cause us too many problems from that actually. So yeah, I thought then obviously to go against that and score from one of our set pieces, obviously a nice feeling. So I thought we responded really well to it.
The result puts the Dons through to the next round. Are you pleased to progress in this competition?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think talk about winning is a habit, of course, but I think progression. One, it keeps us in the mix in terms of being able to give people opportunities. I also think any player, whenever they play the game, they want to win, they want to do well. So I struggle to get my head around people not taking the competition seriously. Although we made changes, of course, I still think we've got a really strong group with lots of depth. So I still put the team out there feeling confident tonight that we'd be in a position to compete to win. And I think that will do that the rest of the competition. It's around every game we go into, whatever competition, we try to win.
I was about to ask, with no game this weekend, was there a temptation to throw in more starters on the weekend? But the way you're saying it, this always felt like an opportunity to throw in some of the players who've been starting this often.
Yeah, no, I think I have to be fair. I think the difficulty since we've come in as a staff is because we went on such a good run, it was actually difficult to make changes and give people opportunities. So I've seen it as a really good opportunity, and I see the guys every day. I see how well they train. I see how they level. I see their attitudes. And said to the guys, control what they can. They can't control the team we pick. They can't control when we make the changes. But what they can control is their attitude and when they're ready to step in. So it was always the intention to give them people the opportunity tonight. And like I said, a lot of them deserve it for how they've trained and how they've applied themselves and how they've kept plugging away. And that will be the case whether we change the team at Shrewsbury or in 6 weeks. People have to be ready to step in and deliver.